Welcome, everybody. It's right on the hour. So we're going to start with our meditation, and always just such a lovely time to open our hearts and just send love and gratitude out to the world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance, from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Deep thanks, absolutely. Such a blessing to have that opportunity of just sending gratitude. I'm sure we do it every day. So, beloved Jenny, are you able to read for us, beloved? Jenny Kling?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Right. Before reading the words of a master, we say together with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Kuthumi. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Marvelous. Thank you, beloved Jen. Lovely. Okay, so beloved Gary sent through a recording. Thank you, Gary. Just obviously always pearls of wisdom from the great divine director. And he does suggest before we read what was sent through, that actually we read the last chapter of the Magic Presence. And if people haven't read the last chapter of the Magic Presence yet, or even the Magic Presence, and obviously Unveiled Mysteries, the one that came before it, I do highly, highly recommend it. But the last chapter has a special secret in it. And it also is just such a marvelous, marvelous chapter to read over and over. There's no question about it. And so the video was actually, I was going through the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom, and suddenly I got this visualization popped up. It was so beautiful. So I thought I just quickly recorded it. And so we got a visualization for the video today. And just thanks to the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom. It's just so lovely. I thought it was really good. So thank you to them. And beloved Terry's going to read the preparation of the heart and surrendering to the Christ within. And that actually followed really well after the visualization, because the visualization is abiding in the Christ consciousness forever. And so Terry's is from beloved angel Micah, the cosmic angel that we know, beloved Jesus, bless him. And then I'm going to read from Toan Bay. That he's the brother of beloved Serapis Bay. And it was quite short because we had to keep it a bit shorter because the visualization is a little bit longer than normal. It's about 8 minutes. And Terry's reading is quite long, so we just got a short one, but it's just lovely. It's just so, Toan Bay, just lovely. And then beloved Antoinette will take us through our wonderful opportunity of calling in the light and making our decrees. So we're going to start now with Gary.
Week 196, The Great Divine Director. I Am Discourse, Volume 8, Discourse 4. Will you all, every one of you, do me the kindness, before the opening of the class, to read the last chapter of the Magic Presence? Will you do me this kindness? And as you start to read on through the chapter, will you be kind enough to feel yourself in the presence of this good brother during his experience? It was real, I assure you. Then allow me to do that which I wish to do for you. O precious ones, please understand, we do not care about the puny human mistakes which human beings have made. All we want is their earnestness, to their attention, to their mighty I Am presence, which will enable us to do for them what they cannot do for themselves, and which we cannot do for them unless they give their earnest attention to the presence. Do you not see how through the centuries we were limited because human beings did not know their I Am presence? Without the attention to the I Am presence, we were not permitted, because of the law would not permit us to release His help. Now the great cosmic light does. Oh, the glory for mankind! There was no release of the light into the earth except at long intervals. I mean, there were no great cosmic impulses of that light to help mankind. Now, since Brother Saint Germain has brought this activity forth, it comes with dynamic power twice a year. This time on the 7th of April, there was sufficient activity of the cosmic law for the light to release. Because of the need and the blessings of mankind today, this will come again in July. On the 7th of July, there will come a still mightier flow and impulse of that great cosmic light into the earth. I think most of you have read Washington's vision. If not, you will perhaps in the near future. I say to you, the last episode in his vision, which was a mighty reality, is what we are trying to prevent acting in America today. Only by enough calls from the sincere students of the I Am in America and the world can it be prevented. When beloved Saint Germain was talking last Sunday, we allowed this good brother to see the activity of the cosmic light which took place. In the 3rd episode of Washington's vision, you will notice that the great being states, as the expression was used by the narrator, that a dark angel in the center of the Atlantic was the one who seemed to be the instigator of that activity, which took place in what followed. In that place or position of that being, a pillar of light was placed last Sunday morning in the center of the Atlantic, which will remain and do its perfect work. We mention fragments of these great activities for your encouragement, strength, and blessing. If enough of the I Am students, I do not mean in numbers, but if enough earnestness is released by these mighty decrees from mankind, then a great part of this destructive activity which would otherwise take place and sweep over America may be forestalled. Is there any one of the blessed ones in America or the world today who does not want to see that done? Then do you not understand, dear hearts, what a tragedy it is when individuals are so unfortunate as to be vicious enough to try and oppose these beloved messengers in the freedom and the protection which they alone have been responsible for in bringing into America, to prevent such frightful destruction taking place in America. That frightful destruction is not only through the cataclysmic action or activity, but it is also the destructive thing which has been generated in Europe for centuries, which would one day try to sweep the earth. These are mighty truths, dear hearts. They are not to try to frighten anyone, but mankind needs to know that in the call to the mighty I Am presence is the only power which can release enough energy to bring about protection and allow the great law of life to act, to prevent these things which otherwise must be the experience of mankind.
Okay, wow, that was quite important. So if people would like to read the magic, Washington's Vision, you can get it on the website. So that's iamfree.co.za, and you go onto Ascension Topics and you scroll down through all the little boxes and you'll find Washington's Vision. It's very important, actually, and it has been prevented. We know that. And we also know now that the cosmic light is coming in greater increments and continually, because because there's loads of I Am students now, luckily around the world, I do believe, all making these decrees, calling in the light and having faith in the light, visualizing our beloved earth free and wonderful. And so that gives the Ascended Masters this opportunity to release the light. And as we know, America is really the most important place, even though some people might not really understand that. But when they read the I Am Discourses, they'll understand more about it. It's a very important place for the world. In fact, if we take the anagram of America, it's I Am Race. So that's another hint for us. All right, so now we're going to listen to this visualization. I hope you enjoy it. A visualization from the bridge to spiritual freedom, abiding in the Christ consciousness forever. Allow your Holy Christ self to raise you on the wings of the resurrection flame as we take a very personal journey into the heart of your own threefold flame to unite in consciousness with the presence of the Christ within. Visualize yourself walking upon a path of light. This path has led you over and around many lesser obstacles in the past, which have been placed before you by your lower self, but now you are approaching a great wall built of elemental substance. As you look up, the wall seems to stretch to the sky, and not a toehold can be seen to help you in climbing over it. Looking to the left and to the right, it stretches into infinity in both directions as well. Beginning to feel a sense of hopelessness, you wonder if you will ever be allowed to pass. Finding a seat upon a rock, you begin to sense that you have been here before at some time in the past. Everything looks very familiar. Upon this realization, you hear the still, small voice within, which says, "Yes, indeed, you have been to this point many times." Do you not recognize this wall? You should, for you built it, block by block, from your own fear and disbelief. Every time you felt mistrust or indulged in a condemnation of your fellow traveler, you laid another course upon the top of the wall, until, through your own blindness, you could not see past this obstruction. As your outer self begins to feel a great sense of unworthiness, the voice is heard again, saying, "Fear not, Blessed One, for I am here to open the door, that you may pass safely into the garden of your higher self." Hearing these words, you rise and again turn to face the wall. You notice that there is a massive gate, barricaded shut by iron chains. These are the chains of human creation, and instantly you know what it is you must do. Summoning forth the assistance of the angels of the violet fire, you direct mighty lightning bolts of violet flame against that gate. Instantly the chains drop away. The gate opens, and you cross the threshold into the most beautiful garden you have ever seen. The path curves gently past fountains and beds of flowers, which seem to be emanating the colours of all the 7 rays, which blend into the beautiful colours of mother of pearl. You seat yourself on a marble bench and breathe deeply. Instantly, you are saturated and filled with the divine qualities which you especially need to strengthen you during your own journey upon life's path. For a time, you continue to in-breathe and absorb, expand and project these qualities. Then you rise, and feeling totally refreshed, you continue upon the path until you see before you a temple built of pure white marble. Approaching it, you look within. You see an altar, upon which burn 3 flames, one of pink, one of gold, and one of blue. These flames are in perfect balance, and in the very center you perceive a golden figure of light. Not surprisingly, the voice that you heard earlier issues forth from the golden figure and says, "Do you not know who I am? Many times have I led you to this place. Many times have I prepared you to enter, and still you wait outside, tied to that which is of the human world. You often hear my voice and then turn away, still seeking guidance from outside of yourself. Yet I am always here when you return, offering that which I have ever held within my flame. For I am the goal which you seek. I am the completion of your journey." Hearing these words, you realize where you stand. But before you enter the temple, you kneel upon the first marble step and repeat the following words: "I now consciously enter into and abide within the heart of the sacred fire, which is the true center of my being." Ascending 3 steps, you enter the temple, and walking forward, you step within the flames of love, wisdom, and power into the embrace of your own Holy Christ self. Centered within the sacred fire, you turn to look into the garden, and through the eyes of your Holy Christ self, you see the beloved Lord Maitreya standing before you. His words are spoken directly into your heart. "Beloved one, you stand where all humankind will one day abide. For every person must find and become one with his or her own Christ self. They will then experience the kingdom of heaven and realize it already exists within the garden of their own heart. Entrance into the sanctuary is not always easy, but once you have learned the way through the gate of the lower self, you may always return, until the time comes when you are able to remain in this consciousness forever. You have but to awaken and look through the eyes of your own Holy Christ self. Look out toward the wall that your human ego so laboriously constructed around your garden, and you will see that it no longer exists. It was only one of the many illusions that the personality constructed in its rebellion against the higher self. My charge to you is to remain within this garden, for it has no boundary, only that of your courage and perseverance. Filled with the radiation of this great being of light, you find that he has spoken the truth, For as you look toward the perimeter of the garden, you find no end to the beauty and magnificence of the vista that stretches out before you. You slowly begin to return your consciousness to your physical sanctuary, vowing to remain in the garden of Christ's consciousness forever. Oh, anyway, that was nice. And you can listen to that again. You just have to get onto the YouTube channel. It's there. Okay, beloved, Terry's going to read for us. Thank you, Terry. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That's going to be a little hard to follow. Thank you. Greetings, everyone. Let me get myself composed here. The preparation of the heart in surrendering to Christ within. July 31st, 1994, from beloved cosmic angel Micah. Beloved friends of the ages, I come today bringing you the peace and joy that is constant within my being. I've been with you all through this conference, as well as the retreat and director training that preceded it, watching with love and gratitude as you have thought about and applied the teachings so lovingly given to your every experience. Now, even though this conference must come to a close, you will find that it has become a part of your being and will continue to bring enlightenment for a long time to come. Looking upon you, I am reminded of the beautiful lilies of the field, as you hold the exquisite cups of your consciousness high above the weeds of human reasoning that grow around you. You must remember that the beauty of spiritual consciousness is as natural as the beauty of these flowers, for they do not struggle to be beautiful. They merely grow wherever they are planted, fully expressing their natural heritage. Every summer when they bloom, you will notice that where there was one lily, there are soon more, until they occupy a whole field that was once filled with weeds. Some flowers bend their heads to look down at the earth, but the lilies of the field look up, forming a cup with their petals to receive the sunlight and the rain to nourish them. In the same way, you must also hold your cups high, for how else can you receive the nourishment released, as through the glory of the ages the magnificent light of God appears? The many ages have marched steadily forward, bringing you to this point in your evolution. You have been present in many of them, one after another, learning and growing, until you are now the recipients and dispensers of God's light that will draw the entire human family and the planet Earth into the ultimate glory of the Golden Age, for which we have so long prepared. You know that I, too, have been present with you, and so I shall continue, sharing my gifts with you, even as I ask that you do the same for your fellow travelers. I've recently heard many of you say, I feel as though I'm losing my mind. I say to you, it is time. Do not fear. Do not resist the divine mind of God now being offered freely for your taking. Thank your sacred I Am presence that you stand at this point in your evolution, personally as well as at a planetary level, where you may now let go of the human mind that has held you captive for so long. Up to now, your preparation has been of the heart, and you are learning to listen with your hearts, giving full dominion to the Christ within. This was the reason for my incarnation as Jesus, to show you the way to let go of all of the human, finally leading to the cross, which symbolically represents the complete release of human consciousness. You've been told not to let your attention dwell upon the cross or to keep the Christ upon it, and of course, it is not intended that you should. However, You cannot move past the cross without letting go of the human consciousness that made this sacrifice necessary. Simply stated, the meaning of the cross is the complete sacrifice of all that is human to all that is divine, and this understanding is central to your spiritual evolution. It is also taught that I made this sacrifice for you. This is true because until it was dynamically shown that human consciousness must be completely sacrificed, humanity would continue to dwell among the illusions he had created, out of which he built a prison to hold the divine consciousness captive. You now face the final letting go of the human, even as I did before you. Take heart, beloved. Accept my gift, for it was given willingly with all my love. And if you accept it, you can let go of all your fears right now. I ask you to turn your attention to beloved Archangel Michael, my cosmic father, and take this moment to realize in his presence with us in this sanctuary right now. You decree to him, put your cross of blue flame in front of us, in back of us, on either side, above and below us, and seal us in your cross of blue flame now and forever. Beloved, your calls never go forth in vain. The cross upon which you may willingly and joyously sacrifice your human consciousness is surrounding you at this very moment and always. As you place your human consciousness upon the cross of blue flame, you are now free, and this freedom shall be protected so that you may accept the divine consciousness of the Buddha. A Buddha is a being who has overcome the final test of human consciousness, letting go of all that is in the world or of the world to follow the golden path of God illumination that the Christ within has revealed. When I walked upon the earth as Master Jesus, I said, "Leave all and follow me." Each one hears this command at the exact moment when you are ready to follow the Christ within your own heart. So your first sacrifice is made by faith as you release your human feelings to the Christ. Next, steadfastly following the Christ within your heart, you are led into the blue ray of God's holy will. There you make your second sacrifice, which is the letting go of your human will to that of the divine. Having done this, you receive the absolute knowledge that the will of God is sacred, and your next step is assured. According to divine order, the next step upon your path is the letting go of the human mind. Although this step should not be feared, most incarnated souls, still lacking understanding, believe that to lose the mind is to lose all control and give up all reasoning power. The very idea of giving up your so-called power stirs up deep fear, for human consciousness believes that the mind contains its reason for being, the very meaning of its existence. As long as embodied life streams believe that their reason for being exists somewhere within their human minds, they search there, and not finding it, they accept other erroneous beliefs as well, including the belief in death and the concept of aging and the loss of vitality. Therein lies the fear. These human ideas and understandings are the substance of your illusions, out of which a prison has been built. Beloved, let your inner Christ burst this prison asunder once and for all. Sacrifice your human mind to the divine mind of your I Am presence. Believe me when I say, your reason for existence is given by God alone. Your reason for being dwells only and eternally in the divine mind of God, and not in human thinking, be it your own or that of another. It is in divine mind alone that you must seek, and in seeking ye shall find. The Buddhic path is attained by your inner Christ, who, having been given the authority, will raise your consciousness to the complete spiritual freedom of understanding which dwells in divine mind. The Christ opens this path by blazing the sacred violet fire of mercy, forgiveness, and compassion before you, and these God qualities become a permanent gift to you from that time forth. Only through these qualities may enlightenment be reached. You will then have the power to serve as pillars of fire, blazing the way before many others in your worlds, just as I have done before you. Beloved sons of God, fear not. Leave all and follow me. I shall part the waters of human understanding before you and make clear the way of the Lord. I am Micah, angel of unity.
Lovely. Bless you, beloved Terry. Just so beautifully read. And just marvelous words from beloved Micah. You call different ways of saying it. Beloved Jesus, bless his mighty heart. And so this I found, I just loved it, because I know there's all sorts of stories going on of different things happening around the world, and you know, our cause and how do they actually manifest. And so this was from the great divine director, and he is telling the story of how Saint Germain had stopped a planned attack on America in the 1930s. He says, "Let me call your attention to something you might have heard, some of you. Beloved Saint Germain performed this tremendous service. When it was planned to send a secret fleet of airplanes with their destructive power at night over America to spread devastation, he prevented that plan's success. 5 times he intercepted the messenger who tried to carry it out. At last, he compelled their destruction back into the messenger in order to prevent it. Then he went to the instigator, who is at the head of a great army, made himself visible to him, and said to him, 'If you try this again, I will destroy every plane and all that is in them. And if you persist, I will destroy your entire army. And if you think I cannot do it, try me out.'" And so there we have the mighty power of Saint Germain, truly. And these great ascended ones, they can literally, you know, cause these airplanes and things of destruction to disintegrate mid-air. I mean, we know they have these amazing powers. God bless them, and they do whatever they're allowed, the cosmic law will allow for them. Just so amazing. All right, so now we're going to say our decree together, as we do every week. And I know many people say maybe a shorter version, but every day, for the ones that have left their physical body and have been caught in the psychic and astral realms. And so we say together, "Beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am. And we thank you, and we do deeply thank you for this wonderful opportunity that we have. Marvelous every week and every day. Okay, so this is just lovely before we do our decree for the animals. This horse is such a clever horse. It made me laugh. And just, I think it really enjoys being a show off. This was just lovely.
¿Tú sabes dónde van los sombreros? ¿De verdad? A ver si sabes, venga, a ver si sabes. ¡Oh! Muy bien. ¿Quieres más pan? ¿Y más trabajo? Solo pan. ¿A ti te gustan, a ver, las manzanas, los plátanos, las zanahorias, la carne, el pescado, la mantequilla, el chocolate? ¿El chocolate? ¿Chocolate? Chocolate solo para personas. ¿Cómo que no? ¿Para que vayas también? Ah, que no. Solo para personas. ¿Y la mantequilla te gusta? No. ¿Y la fruta? Bueno, ¿me das un poquito a mí? ¿Cómo que no? ¿Solo para ti? Anda que. Mira, ¿a ti te gusta ir a la playa? ¿Cómo que no? ¿No? Porque me tienes que llevar a mí. ¿Y si vas solo te gusta?
Such a clever horse. I just love it. Exactly what was going on. Obviously, they're great friends, those two. Just lovely. All right, so now we've got our opportunity to make this call for our animal friends, and also just don't forget all the insects and the reptiles. Every part of life we know is conscious and intelligent and needs help. So we say together, beloved, I am presence of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal kingdom. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you. But I'm going to read from Toan Bay. Let me just change the share here. Just a short one, but it's lovely, bless him. And so he says, may I introduce myself? I am Toan Bay, brother of the illustrious Serapis. I have come heralding his presence. I would like to take this opportunity to remind you of the high office which my beloved brother holds in the spiritual hierarchy and what his service means to the planet Earth and to you, each dear one, and to all life. Serapis, high priest of the ascension flame, who through his dedicated love has nourished and sustained that merciful and loving flame through the centuries, a self-chosen voluntary exile from the planet Venus. I wish to remind you how much all life really owes to this great master of love. He did not know, of course, that I was going to speak in this manner. He thought I was just paving the way for his entrance into the sanctuary. But I think I have chosen a few words which will remind you of the debt all life owes to my beloved brother, the Master Serapis. And God bless him forever, truly. You know, apparently century after century, he has ministered to that mighty ascension flame. He was the one that carried it. We know when the continent of Atlantis was sinking, he was the one that carried it through the Mediterranean, down through the Nile to Luxor. And now there's a mighty focus of the temple, the Ascension Temple over Long Island, New York as well, as we move into the Golden Age. But truly bless our beloved Serapis Bay. And now we're going to, so the song, we've got Temple Bells. I just loved it. We had it the other day in one of our morning services. And I just thought it was lovely. And also just to think of our dear friend Johannes. He's one of our cheetahs. He was an elderly chap. We knew it was time for him to transition soon, but bless his heart, he died. He didn't die. He transitioned. We know he's going to quickly go to his ascension. He was such a marvelous advanced soul. He went quietly in his sleep, not last night, the night before. So I was just thinking really about Johannes when I was listening to the temple bells. I just love it. We also think of the temple bells when we think of bells of victory, and I always like to think about that in the morning. Bells of victory and bells of freedom resounding. And it's just such a lovely thought, these lovely temple bells. So I hope you enjoy singing this. So there it is, and thus we know that where our dear beloved friend Johannes is, with all those marvelous ascended masters, and those bells are ringing, a mighty victory for him. We were told he's a very, very ancient soul. That's why he was such a gentle, lovely, lovely person, Johannes. So beloved Antoinette will take over now and take us through our decrees. Thank you so much, beloved Anne.
Thank you, Anthea. And I think that song was just perfect for Johannes. Over all the years, I sometimes used to call him our music director because he was involved in all things music and sound, and just did everything so perfectly and so quietly without hesitation. What a gem, a true gentleman to the very core of his being. God bless him forever. And now this wonderful opportunity with those bells of freedom ringing in our ears, we're going to say our decrees together. These decrees for the purification of our earth and the freedom of all life on her. We say together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source, so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our decree for protection. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective color of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me. Charge with your invincible protection, all powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We'll just take a moment to see and visualize this mighty pillar of light, blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us, this impenetrable pillar of light, protective light, around ourselves, around this group, around our friends and families, and around all those across the face of the earth, standing up for truth, justice, and freedom for all the life on this earth. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. Our violet fire decree, this wonderful opportunity we have to send forth this mighty flame of freedom that has the ability to dissolve, consume, and transmute all misqualified energy or miscreations of any kind back to the very beginning of time when consciously directed. We say together, mighty iron presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, call, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you.
And are you there? Antoinette, we can't hear you, beloved. Terry, can you hear anything? Your side?
Yes, I
No.
can hear you.
No, I can't hear Antoinette.
You can't hear Antoinette. I also can't hear Antoinette. All right, so what I'll do is I'll carry on. I think she has to get back on. I don't know, maybe something happened to her phone, because she does it on the phone. So we'll just carry on with our decrees. And so we're going to say, this is a very important decree. So we just put our great feelings into it, and we say, in the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence, charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Aunt isn't back on, so we'll just continue. Beloved cosmic I am presence and great goddess of liberty, direct the cosmic light of liberty as of 1,000 suns into the cause and core of anything attempting to delay the divine plan of the great white brotherhood for the earth's eternal freedom, and release us from all tyranny here and now. And so be it. Beloved I am, and we thank you. What a wonderful thought, to be released from all tyranny, and it goes into action as we make the calls. So now we make this decree for divine justice, also so greatly needed on our beloved earth. We say together, I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Thank you. And now we do as beloved Antoinette always does. She calls in mighty victory. And that's just a wonderful thing to do, that mighty, mighty cosmic being from Venus that's known only victory. And we ask beloved victory, charge into us, each one, as we say these decrees, your mighty ascended master feeling of victory, that victory of the light over all human creations. We just get that feeling of victorious accomplishment. So we say together, I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Thank you, thank you. Just see if Antoinette's back. No, not back yet. So now we're just going to finish off, as we always do, with this wonderful opportunity of calling that light from the secret love star. And I remember Saint Germain saying in the last chapter of the Magic Presence, and the great divine director saying, call for the light from the secret love star. So it's cosmic light. It's this mighty focus of light. These great cosmic beings from the great central sun are holding it this in position now for the next 2,000 years, this very, very important time of transition for our beloved Earth. And this light is supreme. It can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. So it's really important to call it in daily. And so we just call by the power, the love, and the authority of our mighty and presence to all the great beings ministering and holding this glorious focus of pure divine love from the secret love star. We call it the great spirit of the secret love star. And we ask that you charge those glorious pink and golden rays into the hearts and 4 earthly bodies of all mankind. We just see these mighty rays going forth, doing their perfect work, changing the consciousness of all humanity. And we ask that you flood our beloved elemental kingdom to each and every precious one, and on behalf of ourselves and all mankind, deep love and gratitude to every beloved elemental that serves us, mostly never loved or thanked. So we just send love and gratitude and that glorious light from the secret love star. Let's just feel in our hearts and see our entire earth flooded with this glorious pink and golden light. Feel the happiness, the joy in every human heart. They often don't know where it comes from, but they get this wonderful uplifted feeling as these rays go forth doing their perfect work. Every man, woman, and child on this beloved earth, both in and out of embodiment, receiving this gift from the secret love star, and all life evolving on our beloved earth. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Thank you. And now we just have the closing invocation. And I think, Morel, do you have a screen? Are you able to read?
Yes, I can. I have a screen and I can read.
Hello.
All right. Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Kuthumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Morel. Oh, okay, so now we just have a moment of just gratitude to our I am presence, the great ascended ones, the angels, the elementals, and just all life, and for these marvelous teachings and our opportunities to get together every week. We just give deep, deep thanks. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh, there we are, beloveds. I don't know what happened. I think Antoinette's strange. Oh, there she is.
I'm back here now. Yeah, I just completely lost connection. My apologies, right in the middle of the decrees. Thanks for taking on the rest of the decrees, Anthea.
Oh, bless you, beloved Aunt. As they say, we always get these curved balls sometimes, huh? Keep calm and carry on. That's sweet.
Keep calm and carry on. Thanks, Anthea.
Lovely. Anyway, thanks so much, beloved Aunt Antoinette and everybody. So I'm just going to stop the recording here.